Cool. All right. I love the opening music with that sound. It kind of reminds me of Godzilla. Not so much once it gets into it, just the very beginning there. Um, so I didn't find out about this game till all that long ago, and I saw someone I watched play Warhammer 2, and they started playing the new Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, and I was like, well, that's pretty cool. And I stopped watching because I didn't want to get a bunch of spoilers. I wound up buying the game, and I liked it a lot. And it was like, yeah, I really wanted to play a ton of it, but it's got some bugs and some issues and stuff, and so I just figured I'd go back and get this one, and maybe it'd have a few less issues, and that's true. I ran into some things. But most of it was just related to my computer, just having to free up space on my C drive and everything. And but anyways, I got a playthrough going. I haven't finished this. I just got to the kingdom management, I guess, portion of the game, and I was looking for playthroughs, and like all the big streamers that are playing through are primarily did the real time with pause, and I'm not into that. I like to watch the games like I like to play them, even if it's all the way down to almost the character that's being played. If it's like a class I'm not interested in, like for example, and this, maybe I'll lose some interest here, but I'm not way into the monk um, class. Any others? I don't know, probably some others too. But anyways, and so I did find some games with turn-based and stuff, but a lot of them were with like they were modded turn-based before I guess turn-based got put in, and so it doesn't play exactly the same. So I figure, yeah, let's try doing a playthrough and putting it up on YouTube. Um, if you're watching this, you're probably the only one. Probably nobody will ever find it, but I don't know. It'll give me something to do here. And so my other playthrough is a fighter, which isn't a great class to start the game necessarily. I mean, you could. Just the reason being, there are some roles you have to do for like charisma, and sometimes, most of the time, a party member can take care of it. And so you could just have somebody else that's good at charisma, but not all the time. And so um, you don't have to, but I think it's kind of good to have a character with high charisma. Now you could actually do a fighter with high charisma, and he could be okay because there's a couple feats. And look, if you're watching this, maybe you know more about the game than me, but like Dazzling Display and Cornigan Smash and some others that can become pretty powerful that rely somewhat on charisma. So you could do that, but I think like let's go into a new game, and I'm gonna play, and I'll probably label this as challenging, but it's really custom because I'm gonna change a couple things. So let's see what we want to change. I'm gonna keep Death's Door on. Anything else? Yeah, there's gonna be, we want enable character retrain, and then I'll probably um, go through and change this from time to time. Only active companions receive experience, just so I can level up my party a little bit faster, and primarily give the experience to my party. Let's see. Anything else? I think that's it. Yeah, so everything is otherwise pretty much basically, I know this says normal, but if you put it on normal, like it tones down critical hits, I think, and you have, and a damage to party is less than 1. I don't know, it just seems like it should be, normal. So that's the challenging mode, right, with a couple changes. Okay, so we got that down. We'll create a new character. Oh, do I have a portrait I want? Let's see. Yeah, I can work with this one, I guess. So I'm gonna play. So for the classes with charisma that I think you could do, like um, what I'm gonna do in this one is a sorcerer, but I think one that works out maybe the best for the main character is like Inquisitor, because he gets a bonus to persuasion, and you can make him good at perception, which is pretty good too. Um, and then it's just a pretty strong character, and you can have a animal companion. They're really um, powerful in this game. Um, anyways, we're gonna go with the sorcerer, and I like when in my playthrough, I pretty much replaced almost all the companions except Valerie. I might do that here too. Um, but I just like humans in my party. Um, so let's see, we're gonna do um, that. Just a regular body type is fine, I guess. And anything about this picture we want to recreate. So long hair, a little bit of a beard, and kind of like brownish reddish tones, I guess, on the clothes. So long hair. I guess this one, and then let's make it black. There we go, and then we got beard. I think that's probably the closest. We could get the glowing eyes if we did Asimir, but um, let's see. And okay, so we're gonna do sorcerer. Go down here, and then you have a couple types, right? And so the main sorcerer, it's like all the extra stuff comes in based on the bloodline you pick, and then like that in extra stuff, I mean like this stuff here, right? All this down here. Otherwise, these are just some extra feats you get, some sorcerer feats, and basically all of them you can see kind of get that. And then the only difference is down here. This might be the most powerful one in that you get a pet. Um, uh, it's a Sylvan sorcerer and it's related to Fae, but it doesn't seem like you get the bonuses from Fae for difficulty checks on like charm and stuff, which is too bad because it might be overpowered because you also get a pet. So, um, anyways, if you wanted that, you could take this and then go to sorcerer and then pick Fey Bloodline, and then you would get this whenever you cast a spell of compulsion subschool, the difficulty check is increased by 2, and then another one that has that to those similar type spells, charm spells instead of compulsion, is infernal. Um, I think this one's pretty cool if you want to do like evocation. And this one, and then like red dragon is maybe, I don't know, the coolest for evocation because you get plus 1 point of damage per die rolled. So if your spell's doing 5d6 damage, you get an extra 5. I don't care so much about turning into a dragon because, or polymorphing into something else because I don't know. I like to keep my characters as human, but the one I'm gonna go with is Arcane Bloodline, and I think I'm gonna specialize in like conjuration magic, which is there's a lot of area of effect stuff like combat or CCing stuff, and but then also it's got some way down the line. It's got this and another conjuration spell that do a lot of damage, and so that'll be kind of good. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go with conjuration, and let's see. I don't know if I know you can get a familiar, which I might do, or you can get to recast a spell you've already cast. So, anyways, we're gonna do that bloodline, and then and it seems like I was hiring mercs and they get like 20 points to allocate instead of 25. Because I always kind of like a fighter as my main class. But like I said, I wanted to do something that had some charisma in it, so I'd be pretty good at persuasion, and so that's kind of why I'm going with this route. And we can definitely want to allocate a lot towards charisma. That would be everything we could allocate, and then we can bump it up again. And I might keep it there. I kind of want some extra skill points. I don't know. I like skills. I want magic device and persuasion. Um, Perception's not a class skill, and I don't have wisdom. It'd still be nice, but these two. Well, I kind of want arcana, um, and then mobility is pretty nice to have on any character, really. Just in case you need to move through an area and you don't want to area of attack. I've noticed, like, I don't know if this was Wrath of the Righteous or Kingfinder, but I got like trapped in a pit, and to climb your way out, you had to have make an athletics roll. So, um, it's not a class skill, doesn't have strength, but at least he wouldn't be hampered by um, armor. So, right, like at least you sink in over 5 levels, 5 points. He would have a 5 athletics, a +5, because not wearing armor. So we'll see. Maybe we'll keep that point in intelligence. Probably not super important. This would be nice, and then Dex would definitely be nice. I think it's probably the second most important stat for him. Strength isn't really necessary. I don't like having negatives. Worse athletics rolls, but also can't carry as much. But we might go with it. Well, he doesn't look like he's lacking any strength. I kind of like to role play to my photo too. I mean, this picture, it looks more like a magus than a just straight sorcerer. But let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I want to get an extra point in Dex. And what could we do if we didn't do the intelligence? Because it's not super important there for the skill points. I don't know that we could do much. I mean, you could do this and then throw in one more point into Dex to get another point. He's not going to be... It's not like he's focusing on evocation. Like, it would be even more important there, because he would need to hit things. I haven't looked through all the conjuration spells, how much are like ranged touch spells, or even just touch spells can use Dex. And I think you can make any touch... Again, I might be getting this confused with Wrath of the Righteous, because not everything's the same. But you can convert touch spells into ranged touch spells. So Dex would be good for that. But I don't know. I think I'll do this, and let's spend our points and see if we want all 4. So we definitely want this, we want this, and we want this. So that's 3. So then 4 gives us... Well, really, it only gives us something outside of our... class skills. So we can pick that up. I mean, we're pretty decent at it because of Dex, at least. But I don't know. I actually don't use like the acrobatics thing all that much. I just use that 5-step movement. So especially like with the caster. So it's probably not that important. Like if he had to run through and attack somebody, it's a little bit different. So if we do this, this is nice, just then it bumps up your saves for will saves. And it's nice because it bumps perception. But let's see. Yeah, maybe we do that. I might want to get one more point of Dex. Probably be okay to do, and then we'll dump everything else into Charisma. So, I think that's our character. Okay, so uh, like this isn't bad for a mage because they're going to be firing things in that use range touch attacks. So that'll give you a bonus of +1 if you're within 30 feet. And a lot of spells are short range, so you would be within 30 feet. And then this is also good because you don't suffer the -4 penalty in your attack roll. And you have unlimited cantrips, and these work on cantrips, so that would be okay. But the idea I wanted to do is I wanted to do, well, let's see, where's spell focus? Spell. Point blank shot. Oh, spell focus. There we go. So conjuration. So this guy can do a lot of good CC spells like grease um, and the cloud spells. I think are all conjuration. And then if you want, you can make him into a summoner too. And it's like a prereq for these, and I might pick these up. I can even potentially pick them up now. It's just that I don't know. The thing is like the summoning at level 1 just sucks because it only lasts 1 round. So I mean, maybe I don't understand how to use it tactically, and maybe it's really good, but yeah, it doesn't seem like, at least until a little while later, it gets good. I want to try to find the summoning one. I don't know what the name of it's called. So I kind of got to go through each one. So we'll get greater spell focus eventually for conjuration. And we'll eventually get spell penetration too. Because it always sucks to face anything with like that's like the basically from level 1 in Wrath of the Righteous, you're facing things with that are that you need spell penetration to overcome. It's really necessary in that game. But then you get some OP powers not too far into the game. So shot. That was natural spell. Oh, for like a druid. A druid would be cool to play through, I think. Like this game seems like it's more centered around that kind of focus too. Like with Aristril seems really heavy in this, which is like a nature god, and then you're like communicating with this fairy or fae spirit or whatever. So I don't know. It seems kind of thematic for this campaign. Hopefully I haven't passed it. It's hard for me to like concentrate on looking for it while I talk. It's like because I don't like, I don't record. I have like tried recording some YouTube videos and then I quit. But yeah, I just don't do it, and so I'm not very good at it. Superior summoning, that's probably it. Each time you cast a summon spell that conjures more than one creature, add 1 to the total of number of creatures summoned. Oh, you need augment summoning, so that's another one. Okay, so superior summoning. So what does this do again? It you can summon like an extra creature, and then okay, so that could be pretty powerful. And then I mean, I don't know if I want to focus on the summons. It's more about the CC, but I don't know. Since I'm going that route, maybe I might as well. Augment summoning. Where is that? Augment summoning. Each creature you conjure gains +4 enhancement bonus to strength and constitution. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I could probably pick these up right now because I get like 3 feats. Like I think normally almost every mage I would probably go with point blank but shot, but maybe instead, you know, we check this out: augment summoning, and then what was the? Then we could get greater spell focus, or which I think I'll do, or what was the other summoning? It was maybe it'll be up here. So augment summoning, and then it was I think it was like summoning something. Let's see, don't say it there. Maybe you have to have a level. Maybe it has a level requirement. Superior summoning. We got augment summoning right there, right? So here we go. Elemental focus. Augment summoning. Okay. So we could get that. But like I said, I think I would rather have this first. So that it's easier for me to like make people trip with grease and things like that. I assume that difficulty check works for the area of effect stuff too, not just like spells cast directly on someone. So, because otherwise, this won't make it's not going to do what I want it to do. So, but yeah, then we'll pick up that other one, and we'll be all specialized in conjuration. So we could do Arcane Object Bond. This will let us cast another spell, and we already get a lot of spells as a sorcerer. It's kind of the upside of the sorcerer. You can get like at least like in the beginning, I think you get more spells, but you don't get higher level spells as soon as like a wizard. I like the wizard better overall, but you know, I wanted a charismatic character, so and this familiar is pretty cool because it gives you a initiative bonus, right? So I think I'm gonna go with that versus the extra spell. Both, I mean, I think either one could be really good. So any other thing? Let's see. Like if there's one that helped with persuasion, that would be pretty good. And like I don't have perception, but one that helped with perception would be good. That's good. The will saves would be good. Everybody wants a chicken. There's perception checks. Are chickens really perceptive? I don't know. Dog gains lower bonus nature and perception. That's all right. Yeah, I was thinking of getting knowledge world too, but like nothing overpowered. I think that hair one is probably the best though. I guess it kind of depends on what you're going for. And I'm not looking to just totally power game, you know, and I'm not gonna build through a bunch of different classes. Generally, I kind of stick with one class. I'm not opposed to it. I mean, I know some of the basic stuff like, you know, dipping into monk to get the crane style and stuff faster and different things, but let's see. Oh, so we can get an extra skill. And yeah, if I took anything for this character, I think world would be good. So we'll do that. But I don't know that we'll ever assign points because we're only getting 3. Okay, so this is pretty important for a sorcerer, and I don't know, like, like I haven't gone through and mapped out like what would be exactly the best spells, right? For because you got to be careful what you pick because you don't get every spell like a wizard does. Like a wizard gets basically, he can have all of these. And the benefit with a spontaneous caster though is you just have more flexibility for the spells that you do know. Like so if I whatever two I could pick, I can cast them in any combination, including just all the same spell. Like I know I'm gonna get that one for sure. Like mage armor is something you absolutely want. I just don't know if I want to spend a spell slot for it because, um, you know, maybe I could potentially just handle it all with potions and uh, and scrolls because it's not going to get any better than level 1. It doesn't scale. It just gives me +4 armor the whole time. Never goes up. The only thing goes up is duration, but 1 hour is pretty damn long. So um, I kind of don't want to get it. For that reason. So I mean, this can be a good spell because if you're going to cast something that like you need to roll to hit and it's going to do a lot of damage, it's kind of nice. I don't wind up like so far in my playthrough I haven't wound up using it that much. This is a conjuration damage spell. Um, that would be okay. You do need to. The thing is, we're gonna kind of suck with it because we didn't take that precise shot and point blank shot. More importantly, precise shot. Because this would be pretty good for precise shot because I think it when you I think it like knocks people back. So if you needed to knock somebody out of the way, right, that was standing next to another party member, so they don't get an attack of opportunity. It's nice. First of all, they'll have we'll be able to do that easier. It'll be harder for them to resist that fortitude save. Oh, it's just a staggered. I guess maybe it doesn't knock them back, but it staggers them. So, but anyways, even so, like that'll also prevent the attack of opportunity. It's just we're gonna have like a -4 penalty on anybody that's close to one of our allies. So that'll make it pretty hard to hit. Let's see. But anybody's not engaged will have a decent chance at hitting. We'll have a +2 bonus at least. It would be a +3 if we took the point blank shot. Sleep is okay, but I'm going to kind of use grease in that same capacity. And arguably grease is better. This has a limit on the number of hit dice it affects. And, we don't get a bonus on enchantment stuff. So the touch spells, you know what spell's pretty good? I like this one. Because it has enough, like there's no, it's not a ranged touch. And even if they make the save, they still take a penalty. And it can make it harder for them to overcome some spells. Like I think Pit uses strength. And so it'd make them harder for them to avoid going into the pit, I think, or climbing out of it. Maybe there's a reflex to avoid it, and then a strength save to get out of it. So maybe that one. This is a good, like the buff spells will be good to take too, and I like using this one a lot. Enlarge person. Yeah, the thing is like this is a certain spell that's gonna do something. This could do nothing, and it already sucks to cast a spell when it does nothing. But it is, that is our focus, conjuration. So it kind of feels like we should take it. Yeah, maybe we'll take it. That's fine. So yeah, like I don't know. Shield, does this scale? No, it just gives you +4, and the only thing that scales is duration. That one though, it's not an hour. So if you cast it from a scroll or a potion, you're only going to get 1 minute. So if you're going to take one or the other, I would take shield um, over mage armor. Magic missile's awesome. Also, why does it say not to take it? Since I picked conjuration, is it harder for me to cast evocation? It might be. That's kind of a little bit problematic. I guess. Well, it's not saying that about evocation though. I mean, burning hands. So, anyways, this is what I think I'll go with. All right.
I didn't even break a. Calm down.
Combat is a child need to. I will.
I don't like most of these voices. I like this one the best, but it doesn't really suit.
I feel faint. My skills exceed yours.
Forwards!
Everyone.
This is. I have no need for defeat.
The thing I don't like about them is they're kind of campy, right? Like, and that's kind of the, like, in general, that's the, like, I would rather, like, I love Dragon Age, like, it's my, like, probably my favorite RPG, and the way it was written, and the dark setting and story, like, the characters were all, like, you know, they weren't, like, campy and like, you know, like, cartoony. They were, like, serious and, like, badass, you know, they were cool. Yeah, I really like that game. But this game is it's awesome. It's still awesome. And I love the, like, yeah, I mean, just way more character classes and things, especially Wrath of the Righteous. You know, really cool stuff. Whatever. Let's see. We'll probably I'll just go with chaotic neutral, and then we'll see how I play. I usually wind up picking a lot of good actions. I'll try to maybe stay in my alignment a little bit, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, he just doesn't, you know, that's just based on the photo. That's what it looks like. So I think that's it, right? Don't you get to choose, like, colors? I mean, those colors are probably fine, but here it is. So yeah, there's that reddish. Yeah, you had, like, kind of reddish and brownish.
You're done for.
So we got +9 to persuasion. Oh, you know, I was even thinking of picking up a class skill and persuasion. I just want to go see what there is real quick. I'm just gonna make this like a single video for character creation, and that's why I'm kind of taking my time, because, you know, some people will just skip past the character creation probably. So I want to go in here. Yeah, okay. So sorcerer bonus feat. So let's just go to a regular feat, because not everything will be in the sorcerer bonus feat. So deceitful gives us persuasion and trickery. See, that's why, like I didn't play through, but I just made a inquisitor, just like, you know, I just make a ton of characters, like probably when I play the game, and this is cool because, like, they get, like, basically every skill in the game as part of their class, and so you can make them basically your, you know, your lock picker and trap deactivator, and really good in persuasion too. So it's pretty cool. And then there's some other ones that gives +2 to each of those, and then +4 ultimately later on to each of them. And then there's, like, skill focus. So skill focus just concentrates on one skill, and then so if you do persuasion, you get +3 and +6. So you get an extra +1 and +2, but just in one class. Versus +2 and +4. Yeah. Which really is +4 and +8. So yeah, Deceitful is better as long as you're taking both classes. If you don't have Trickery, then Persuasion is better. But if you do, yeah, that Deceitful is better. I'll make sure I don't screw this up because I don't want to. I want to take Spell Focus. Spell Focus. I think it. Did it take us out of there? Yeah, it took us out of there. Spell Focus. And then Conjuration. Yeah. And then. Is it going to make me pick these again? I think so. I could think about, since we're not going to use that Conjuration right away, maybe we do go with Precise Shot. Yeah, maybe we do that. Well, we can't get Precise Shot. We can get Point Blank Shot. Point Blank Shot there, and then Greater Spell Focus there. I think that ultimately is better. And then when's the next time I get... Well, I don't get another of these for a long time. Oh, yeah, I forget to look at this. Like, see if there's any spells I get automatically. I get Magic Missile. That's why it told me not to get it. That's why. Okay, because I get it automatically. So I get Invisibility. This is a good spell to get. That's cool, because I'd want to pick that up anyways. Always nice to have, like, a spell like this on a spontaneous caster, because it sucks when you don't have it, but you kind of hate to memorize it, because it's more fun to, like, just memorize the damage spells or, things you're gonna, you don't know when you're gonna need it, right? Like, unless you've played through the game and remember everything. So now here I could pick up Precise Shot, or I could start picking up the summoning stuff, which could be useful. I mean, I don't even have a summoning spell right now, so Precise Shot is definitely, or Point Blank Shot is definitely better. Arguably, Precise Shot is better than the Greater Spell Focus, but I'll probably be using the CC stuff more, that like Grease, more than I'll be using that Snowball. So, and this works with Snowball too. Just the Precise Shot's better, so I could hit stuff. So, so here is Augment or Precise Shot, and then these two could be the summoning, and then I get another selection here, and that could be like Meta Magic or Combat Casting. Yeah. Or a Spell Focus, actually. That'd be pretty good. Not Spell Focus, but Spell Specialization. Yeah, because then, like, if I can add 2 levels, like I could, and I'm summoning stuff, I should be able to summon more stuff, I would assume. I haven't actually... the only summoning spells I've used are like level 1 summons, I think. I know, I think read that Raise Dead can be pretty good, but I haven't used that yet. Okay.
We cannot be defeated.
So we got Conjuration, Point Blank Shot, Spell Focus, Conjuration, right? We got Hair. Why isn't it letting me move on? What did I do wrong? Conjuration, Point Blank Shot, Oh, okay. So we already got the conjuration here. What is so? Here I need to take that. There we go. Okay, that's what. Should have fixed it. There we go. Okay. Anyways, I am going to, once this loads up, I'm just gonna stop it here. And actually, let's go ahead and yeah, I'll stop it here, and then we'll pick it back up.
Our story started at the mansion of an Aldori sword lord. Drawn by the promise of a most dangerous task and a commensurately huge reward, here